Howdy and welcome back to the channel. I'm Armin, you're watching Moto, and this is a really quick video. It is about the M battery for this stripped down S1000 RR. If you're new to the channel, this is my BMW S1000 RR from 2022 and it's a track bike. That's why the track fairings are off right now. I'm doing some work. You can see there's a couple of videos on this channel about it. This is really quick about batteries. This is the heavy lead acid battery. This is the much lighter M battery. Now, the M battery is a lithium ion battery, and the main thing is they are lighter. Now, if you really want to get all performance out of your bike on a racetrack, especially, lighter is better. Another nice thing is lithium ion batteries are less maintenance intensive. So by themselves, if you let the bike sit over winter time, they don't discharge as much as these guys do. With a lead acid battery, you definitely need to battery tender over the winter. With the ion batteries, it's good enough if you charge them every couple of months and they are happy. They get very unhappy when they get loaded, but that takes usually 5 months or so to have them drop really to 0%. This is the M battery. You can get it from BMW, or a lot of bikes with the M package come with this one as OEM equipment. Now, this one is manufactured by Paragon. BMW uses a couple of manufacturers for the batteries, so you could also directly buy a battery from those or use any other lithium ion battery that is strong enough. And the key is strong enough. I actually tried a battery for maximum weight saving. It was too small, and that caused then very weird stator problems where at low RPMs the engine was feeling like it had massive engine braking, but it was really drag on the stator because the battery didn't supply enough energy at those low RPMs. So you want to make sure that you have a battery that's strong enough. If you go OEM, you cannot go wrong. And of course, for warranty, that's also a good thing to have an OEM battery. Anyway, we're gonna weigh these things really quick to see what kind of weight savings you actually have. And it's like right under the seat, so pretty high up in the bike. So also for the handling left to right, you might feel it a little bit, but mostly really where this makes a difference is acceleration and braking. And like I said, less maintenance, so that's always a good thing. If you order it from BMW, they're a little bit pricey, so you can definitely go third party there as well. Just again, make sure that it's strong enough. Here are the specs from this battery, in case you want to look up something similar. Really cool here on the side. This battery actually has also compatible printed on. You can use it with every S1000 RR built after 2017 or every S1000 XR built after 2020. Also, you can use it for the HP4 race. So if you're wondering, do I have to change anything in the bike? Can I put it into any S1000? Is it safe? If the bike didn't come with a lithium battery, does it need a special charging system? Nope. If the bike was built after 2017, it's a RR, you can use this battery in it, no problem. All right, so we're gonna show you real quick now on how to remove the battery. Then we're gonna put this one in. And then if you stay to the very end, there will be a little trick of how I actually secure this battery a little bit more. All right, let's get the old battery out and then weigh them and get a new one in. To remove the stock battery, you don't have to remove so much of the fairing here. This is just a track bike, so this is very easy on this bike. If you have a OEM bike with OEM fairings, you just have to remove the seat to get access to the battery. The battery is right here, if you didn't know, right under your butt. And then it just has two Phillips screws holding it on. This is the negative terminal. The positive terminal is always marked with red. So when you remove a battery, always remove the negative first. This cable, by the way, you might not have this. This is for easier charger access. But what you have to have is the one main cable here. Make sure you actually move it away from the battery, and then you remove the positive. Once it's disconnected, all you have to do is gently lift up the battery. Let's go with the heavy lead acid battery first. 3.15 kilogram. This way we will know how much weight saving we have. So you have a weight saving of 2.1 kilos or 4 pounds, 9 ounces. So yeah, 2.1 kilo lighter. If you want to just have the overall weight, 1.15 kilogram or 2 pounds, 8 ounces. versus 3.2 kilograms. Before we put the new one in, I actually noticed there's some scratches here on the old one, and the scratches have counterparts right here in the box. So what that means is the battery was mounted like this. So in these parts it moved around a little bit, and probably because it got lifted and put down again. The thing is, when you have aftermarket fairings, there's nothing that sits right on top of the battery that might push it down. If you have the OEM fairings, it's all neatly packaged and it's not a problem. But if you have track fairings, you probably want to do this trick that I'm going to show you. All right, first thing first, let's make sure everything is clean. Also in here, there's no cables in the way, and then we can move the new battery in. Positive terminal should be here on the left side of the bike. All right, and now to the trick. I have here 3 layers of these kind of cork foam thingies that you can put under your furniture so they don't scratch the floor. And what I'm going to do is remove this and then put in this right here at the end of the battery. Then I shimmy the battery a little back. So why I have this is, now this is actually pressing under the subframe here. If you have an aftermarket subframe, you might need a different solution. But yeah, with this, the battery cannot really move easily up and down anymore. So that gives some dampening. And then also here, the 2 cables will secure it in place. So with that, I think it's one step closer to having less vibration and not rattling itself to death. Also, of course, you don't want the battery to move around and potentially lose contact with the cable. That might cause you, for example, to lose temporary traction control or engine cuts off. In a racetrack, something you don't want to have happen. So the battery cannot move forward. I'm also gonna put some stickies in here. So what I'm using here are these squares. That's the company if you're curious. And then here I'm just gonna cut it in half and glue them together. Like so. And then to be consistent, I'm gonna put this here on the front of the battery. So now this has less area to move and is nicely held in place. What's left to do is reconnect it. Reconnecting is the same as before, but other way around. So we start with positive first. Don't forget my little charging cable here. Also can use it as a guide. And now we connect the negative terminal. And then we snug it down. Yeah, negative, positive connected, and that is really everything. Then you just put the seat back on if it's an OEM setup, or here, right, we have everything exposed, and we're just gonna put the track fairing back on. Very easy job, right? All you need is a screwdriver. These things you don't need to have, but as my previous battery got some damage from it, it definitely was moving around. So for my track fairings, and that might be different for everyone, this is really good. If you have the OEM fairings, I don't think you have to worry about this. But yeah, now our bike is a couple of pounds lighter and less maintenance, so that's a win-win. Last thing to do, fire up. So, as promised, really quick video. Changing the battery is super easy. M battery is a reliable, safe option, right? It comes with warranty from BMW, so great way to do it. I hope this helped you, especially also with the little track tips on how to keep the battery from moving around and getting scratched up or potentially damaged. If you're curious about more S1000 RR content, please subscribe, like the video if it was helpful at all, and thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. I'm out of here. Until next time.